share my passion for beauty, makeup, health and cooking. So in this video I'm going to share everyone's favorite, especially kids favorite butter chicken recipe. Please do try it and leave your feedback. So first and main ingredient is the chicken. I'm using entirely the breast pieces. You can mix thigh and breast pieces, but I personally like to use breast pieces. And next ingredient is heavy whipping cream and some chilies, around 5 to 6 2 tablespoons of butter, 4 tomatoes. I'm using fresh methi leaves. You can use dry methi leaves too, but I like to use fresh methi leaves. I'm using bunch of coriander for garnish, lime, 2 limes, ginger garlic paste. We need 5 to 6 cashews, 3 to 4 cloves, 2 cardamom and 1 medium piece of cinnamon. I'm using Priya Tandoori Masala. This is very important to get that restaurant style taste to your butter chicken. We need yogurt. I'm using homemade yogurt, but you can use store-bought yogurt too. And the remaining spices are, we need salt, turmeric, coriander powder, chili powder and some jeera. I'm taking 4 chicken breast pieces. I'm going to show you how I slice them to make perfect cubes. Slit your chicken nicely. Separated. Now go vertically and then cube it. Perfect cubes. Chicken is perfectly cut and I washed it to remove the sliminess from the chicken. So let's add our spices and marinate the chicken. First thing I'm adding is the ginger garlic paste. I'm adding 1 teaspoon. You can reduce or increase depending on the spice levels. I like some taste to it, so I'm going to add it. I'm adding 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric and salt to taste. Don't add too much because the gravy also has salt. 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic paste and I add 3 teaspoons of chili powder. You can reduce it if you want, but this is perfect for this recipe for my family. And of course Priya Tandoori Masala. Look how much I love this masala, how much I used it up. They didn't sponsor anything. It's my own opinion. It tastes really, it gives that restaurant style taste to the chicken. That's why I like it. Let's add our lime. Nice thick yogurt. I'm adding 2 to 3 big teaspoons. And of course oil. This also again 3 to 4 teaspoons of oil. Mix it nicely and marinate it if you can for half an hour to 1 hour. The more you marinate, the more tastier it becomes. So even if you leave overnight, no problem, it's going to taste just better and better. While the chicken is marinating, I'll cut my tomatoes and onions for the gravy. I'm adding 1 big teaspoon of oil. And let's add our chicken. We are going to make the chicken cook fully. So cover it up and let it cook in its own juices. Don't add any water. It will just cook in its own juices. Heat is little bit more than medium. Keep stirring it in between and let it cook fully. Look at all the juices that is coming from the chicken. Stir it once and let it cook. Chicken is fully cooked. You'll know by breaking the chicken up. Just break one piece and you'll know. It's really hot, guys, sorry. See how it broke? It's perfectly done, moist. So we are going to take this into the bowl and we'll make the gravy. On the stove, we are taking the bowl. We are cooking the gravy in the same bowl. Don't need to wash it or anything. Just pour one big spoon of oil. And we are going to add some butter. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of butter. Let it melt. And we are going to add our whole spices and cashew in. Let it cook nicely. Make sure the cashews are little bit browned up before adding the onions. They are almost ready. We are going to add our onions. We are going to cook these onions until they are browned up. So let it cook on the medium flame until they brown up. It's almost browned up. Let's add our ginger garlic paste. I'm adding 1 teaspoon. Mix nicely. Now add your turmeric powder. We are going to add our tomato. Keep the lid on for a few minutes, and we'll add our spices. It's been few minutes. Let's add our spices. We are not looking to fry the tomatoes. We just allowed it to release its water. We are going to add 1 to 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder and 1 teaspoon of coriander powder. And remember that chicken has salt too, so be careful when you are adding salt. 1 teaspoon. And the secret ingredient they use in the restaurant is ketchup. We are just going to add just 1 teaspoon. That's it. And of course, water. Reduce the heat to little bit lower, and cover it up and steam it for exactly 10 minutes. So I'll show you after 10 minutes how it's steamed. It's been 10 minutes. Look at the gravy. Off the stove and let it cool down completely. Because mixer blades, we have to grind this. So if you grind it hot, mixer blades will spoil. So you need to wait until it completely cools down. I'm adding fresh methi to it. And let it cool down. It takes around half an hour to 45 minutes depending on the weather. So we'll let it cool down. And then we'll finish off our curry. It cooled down completely, so we'll grind it nicely into a paste. It became a smooth paste. Let's make our gravy. Chilies and coriander is also ready. Let's add some oil. and some butter, 2 tablespoons of butter. If you want the taste, you need to add the butter, guys. There is no other alternative to it. So let's add some jeera before the butter burns. I'm going to add the green chilies. Green chilies have fried, so we are going to add our paste. Reduce the heat to low and add little bit of water. Increase the heat to little bit more than medium and cover it up and let it bring to a boil. Let's look at it. It has come to a boil. Mix once more. And add your chicken to it. It takes almost 5 to 10 minutes to mix all the flavors, so let it do its job. Cover it up and boil it for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes until it's nicely mixed. It's been simmering for around 5 minutes. Can you look at the boil? Mix once. Adjust the seasonings if any. Taste it and see. Best part of cooking is, of course, tasting. Tastes so good. It doesn't need anything, maybe a little bit more salt. Perfect. Spices are perfect. Everything is perfect. Now magic. We are going to change the color of the sauce by adding little bit of red color. 2 to 3 drops is enough. Look at that color. I will let it thicken up little bit. Reduce the heat to low and let it thicken up. We are almost done. Look at that color. We are going to add some cream to mix in. It gives the creaminess to the butter chicken. Mix it in. Look at that creaminess. Let it come to little bit of boil and then we'll top it with cream and switch off the stove. Cream is also nicely mixed in. First let's off the stove. We'll top it with cream and leave it alone. Butter chicken is ready to serve. Serve with hot puri or naan and it will really taste awesome. Homemade food is always better food, guys, so avoid going to the restaurants. Make your own food and enjoy it with your family. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. It will mean a lot. And if you do try this dish, please leave a comment for me. It will totally make my day. Thank you so much for watching me, guys. Bye for now.